Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is advocating for everyone to take the COVID vaccination shot. Has many asking, why aren't some of these high-profile NBA players following in his footsteps with advocating for everyone to get out here and take that vaccination shot? Well, we're going to get into it right after the jump. Welcome back to Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. And if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Also, guys, do me a huge favor before you go any further. Click that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, and also remember, you can like, share, and comment on these videos as well. Guys, also remember this, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. But hey, we're going to talk about this thing right now because I want to give you a little history lesson to help you understand why many of these high-profile NBA players are not speaking up about people going out there and get that vaccination. Listen, this is a great time for you to this is a really great time for me to dive into this because I know what I'm about to say is going to piss a couple of people off, and there's going to be many of you out there that may agree with what I'm saying to you. But you got to understand, when history repeats itself, it may not always happen in the same form of fashion, but those who were affected, they never forget. If you remember the Tuskegee study on syphilis on black males back in 1932, the study was done on 600 black men. 399 had syphilis, 201 didn't. Guys, I'm just giving you a quick rundown so you understand how history is repeating itself in this form, where many of you out there kind of thinking like, wait a minute, is this vaccination kind of like what we dealt with back then? Except for back then you dealt with only black men. Now you're dealing with everybody. Now you start to think a little bit. Yes, remember, guys, there was no consent for these black men, or excuse me, for these patients involved in the study concerning them being injected with the disease. The only thing they got out of this, guys, was they got free examinations, free meals, and burial insurance. The men never knew what they were being treated for. Kind of like what's going on now. A lot of you out there getting shots and you're trying to understand, okay, why am I having to get 2 shots? But no one is really explaining exactly what's going on. All I'm saying is, hey, just hear me, because I know some of you Doogie Howser doctors out there going to get hey, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Just sit back and enjoy this history lesson, because I'm sure none of this was taught to you in school, but I'm going to help you out with it just a little bit. But yes, guys, this study went on for 15 years, and there was men out there who were given the disease and was never treated. Did you know that part? Yes. What makes it worse is you have doctors out there that refuse to treat these patients because of the fact that, they weren't in on the money that was being debited out to the Tuskegee institution for them to get this disease under control. So like I said, everybody want to scream that why aren't these high profile players advocating for everyone to get vaccinated? They don't want their story to be written the way history is being written, because of the fact that you already know they do not want to have someone knocking at their door and say, hey, so-and-so told me to go out here and get this vaccination, and something happened to my son or daughter in which the vaccination that they told us to go get, we went and got it. And now look, my child or daughter, my husband or wife or whomever, family member, dog, whatever, is no longer here. They don't want that. They don't want that on their conscience. So all I'm saying to you is, guys, not to mention, think about the 399 men that were not treated. Do you really think that these NBA ball players or any professional sports player, period, is going to stand up and say, hey, go out here and do X, Y, and Z, get this vaccination for whatever reason, because I'm going to go get it. No, they're not going to do that, guys. I'm sorry. You can let that one go right now. Like I said, with everything that's going on with the CDC, having their funding cut, to reports of positive tests not being told to the people, or not told to us accurately, the mistruths that were told about the pandemic, daggone no plan of how to stay safe, the constant struggle with the people being told what exactly is going on. The economy was in a mess, and how this thing started from beginning to end. You're telling me to get out here and go take a vaccination? Wait a minute. Guys, let me ask you a question. Do you see any similarities from 1932 to now with this whole situation here? Do you see any similarities? Guys, if you don't, you need to wake up. Matter of fact, do yourself a favor and go research Tuskegee study so that you can get a better understanding of what's going on. Listen, I'm not saying that the pandemic is not real. What I'm saying is some African Americans find it hard to, put some trust in our government with their recent track record. Come on, guys. It's time for the government to do what's right and stop trying to line their pockets. It's too much big business running this country and not the people running this country for the people. It's got to stop, guys. And until that stops, guess what? You're going to have this type of situation here. I mean, again, if you check out that Tuskegee timeline, you'll see where things get started to when these guys, they went for over 40 years for them to get a $10 million out of court settlement. $10 million on a class action lawsuit for 300 some odd people, for 399 guys that was contracted with this damn virus. $10 million out of court. Guess what? They were getting screwed back then. Even in 72, they wasn't giving their just due. So I'm like, come on, guys. Let's be real here. You got to understand what's going on here. People are not going to advocate for something, especially when they understand how history has reared its ugly head once again. I mean, like I said, nobody wants that problem knocking on their door saying, you told me to go get X, Y, and Z. I went and got it, and look what happened to my family member. No, it's not going to do that. All I'm saying to you is this: get to know your history, because many of you, trust me when I tell you, if you get to know your history as far as what's going on right now, you would see that what has gone on in the past 4 years went on many years ago in a slightly different context. And it's sad. It's truly sad that we're here today talking about this. But guys, this is Black History Month, so I figured I'll go ahead and drop it on you. But until next time, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below. And remember, guys, be that one and lead.